As usual, we'll start with a retail question, and then we'll go down our list of analysts. So Rahul, you'll be first after our retail question. First question comes from our IR inbox, and it's for you, Jason. Can investors get some color on how data as a service is being received? A big part of the original investment thesis was downstream value revenue, but now that is gone. Can you explain why data as a service is the right pivot and how it's being received?
Yeah, so I touched on some of this on the call. So we just announced this for Ferment about a month ago. I'd say it's being received really well. We have like now tens of customers in our sales pipeline, which is pretty quick for the type of stuff we sell here. And I made this point on the call, but it's a subtlety. We are able to sell this just to a really different pool of budget at our customers, right? Like we get to walk into the R&D department and basically say, we are an alternative to generating a collection of data yourself. So you can save that money on the reagents. You can take that team that would have to do it and instead have them get to do something different. If you're a small biotech, maybe you never build that lab or hire that team in the first place, right? So we have this kind of new thing we're able to take to people. The second thing is I get to say, hey, it's your IP. There's no royalties. Let me tell you, having sold Ginkgo's infrastructure for the last decade, that makes my life a lot easier. So I do think this is the right time. Downstream value share has been something that I think has been part of our thinking about the company. I think in the long run, it could still be part of our thinking. But in this window of time, there's just an enormous amount of research budget for us to get after. And I think we are able to tap that budget a lot faster with these terms that are a lot more customer friendly. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a big part of the business going forward. Oh, and I should just mention one last thing. The point about the sort of AI companies, it's fascinating, right? Like a lot of these companies are really software first, right? They're AI experts. They're building incredible models. And they're all leveraging like the existing public data sets to do that, right? They're leveraging the protein data bank. They're leveraging GenBank to have access to genes and protein structures and so on. And eventually that's going to get mined out, right? In fact, I'd argue it's probably pretty close to having already been mined out. And so what you're going to need is new large data sets, right? And I think the way we've structured lab data as a service where these companies can own that data, what's the point? Well, why build your own lab? It's just going to be faster to use Ginkgo's infrastructure, and our conversations with companies are reflecting that. So I'm pretty excited about that.